Hello. So it's been a bit, but I have been running around 50 miles a week while working a corporate job, while being injured, and probably training every day, both running and lifting. And this is how I'm doing it. I would record the entire video out here, but I am gonna miss my boat home if I do that. So I'm gonna finish this from the sanctity of my office. Hello, I'm back in my home office, and if you don't know me, I'm Brady. That's about it. And if you haven't watched one of my old videos, it's actually been a little bit since I posted one. I've been taking a bit of a hiatus because I've had some life updates. So before I even talk about those, I'm just gonna put a montage up. So yeah, I started a corporate job again. In college, I studied supply chain management. So I went back into the corporate world, into a more interesting company this time than what I was doing previously. And I'm back in the supply chain world, working at a desk, doing that thing, making the bread, and helping out the company. For the last year, I've been making social media videos and freelancing for making content for other companies, making content for myself, and doing a lot of branded reviews and all that sort of thing. So that's why I started putting YouTube videos out, putting videos on social media, Instagram, TikTok, and all of that kind of grinded to a halt in the last month or so, just balancing starting a new job, learning my roles, and as I'm going to be talking about a little bit more, marathon training through injury and all the time that requires. One of the cool things though is I take a boat to work now, which that's pretty sick. And we only have one car, so I kind of have to do that, but I bike and take a boat to the office now. But as this is a channel about training, marathon training in specific, and all of the fitness stuff, that's what we're gonna be talking about. So I am about 4 or 5 weeks out now from my marathon. I'm doing the Richmond Marathon. And throughout this whole training process, I've been injured a couple times. I had shin splints, which I talked about in depth on Instagram. And then I've been having a lot of issues with my feet. So plantar fasciitis and what ended up being post-tib tendinopathy. I don't really know, but I did have the privilege of one of my friends being a physical therapist. So I went to him and he evaluated me and helped me learn about my mechanics, my ankle mobility and the stiffness that it has, not being able to pronate, stuff like that. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out what the injury was for myself, watching YouTube videos, but I do recommend if you are having an issue that persists for longer than like a couple weeks and doesn't just like go away, I feel like it's worth seeing someone because physical therapists are like wizards, so highly recommend.
Weight in the opposite hand of the lead leg. You're gonna have a slight bend in your knee. Good. You're gonna put 3 points of contact, the ball of the foot, your inside heel, and also the base of your pinky toe here. And then your hip, you're gonna ever so slightly rotate into the lead leg. Good, so with the hip slightly rotated in, you're gonna go ahead and hinge your butt back while maintaining contact on the inside foot. So that this can flatten out. Good. Yep, standing up tall on the way up. And you should feel mostly in your left glute.
One of the big mistakes I made in the process is at first I just took time off from running. I was biking. I don't know if you can see the bike back here. Pick that up on Facebook Marketplace. I was biking a ton. I was swimming at first, and I was really decreasing my running. But one of the things with running related injuries is you can continue to run through injury. You just have to manage the load. So I've had up to 50-mile weeks several times. I'm still doing all of my long runs, but I was actually experiencing a little bit more pain during speed workouts, just running as fast as you can. It's hard to keep form and manage injuries. So I've been doing a ton of zone 2 training, and yeah, so it was a little bit of a brain blast moment, and I'm not going to tell you that you can just run through any injury, but I found for myself that the couple injuries that I was experiencing, I was able to keep my running up, and I'm generally at the same place that I would be if I had stopped running. Well, actually, I have improved my fitness, or at least maintained that fitness level aerobically while being able to manage that injury. So with that has come a lot of two-a-days, which can stink because balancing a job, running, and lifting, it just means I have to wake up really early. I've been going to bed like 8:30 to 9:30, waking up 5:30, basically getting on a boat, running, lifting, and doing that before work. So it has been a lot, and it just is. If you're watching this and you're a parent, this is like no new news, but for me, it's been a learning experience, and I'm grateful for it. In the end, I feel like God's been using it to teach me discipline and patience. One of the things that I feel like I've done and even projected here on YouTube is I've been showing you my journey of running and getting better at that and running marathons. And I feel like I've put so much pressure on the next run or event happening that, I don't know, it just kind of like fell into the noise of all these new people learning how to run a marathon. And what I'm figuring out is it's just not a big deal. Like no one's telling you that you need to PR on this marathon that you're running, or you need to hit all the goals that you have, because they're honestly arbitrary goals, and that's true for what I've been doing. So Richmond, whether or not it's a good race, I don't know, but I've learned a lot of things about myself. I've learned to push through difficulty, and that's all you can really do. If your goal is to just run like one marathon, then that's it. But for me, I want to build this into my lifestyle, run marathons, ultra marathons, and continue to improve my fitness. So yeah, I'm just learning to chill out and just let things be and kind of be more relaxed about it, you know? The king of chill. I'm actually like a slightly anxious person, so that's not really how I would describe myself, but that's my goal at least. So yeah, that's the life update. I have a couple more long runs, 22 miles this weekend, 20 miles the next weekend, and then I'm tapering, and then I'm running the Richmond Marathon. So I'll be posting a couple updates about that. The goal is to have 2 YouTube videos out a week talking about all the stuff that goes into it. If you want me to talk more about hybrid training specifically for injury prevention, and all the stuff that I've been doing to manage shin splints, to manage the plantar fasciitis pain that I've had, I'll be talking all about that. Yeah, this will be an interesting one. So yeah, 2 YouTube videos once every other week for the foreseeable future. Cool. Well, I've been doing a lot of other video stuff on the side, so I'm just gonna let another little montage roll, and see you in a couple weeks. Peace.